assists. And this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Buccaneers and the Chiefs, and it's coming up next.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Brandon Gunn with my good friend Charles Davis. And Charles, for these Kansas City Chiefs, they, of course, were Super Bowl champions 2 years ago. They won over the Niners in Miami. They fell to the Bucs in Tampa last year, but now they are back making their third consecutive trip to the big game.
They have truly cemented themselves as perennial frontrunners, and now, when we think of Kansas City, we expect them to be in this game. They're trying to emulate the New England Patriots, who went to Super Bowls 51, 52, and 53 in recent years, and they came up with a win, loss, and then a win again in those 3 consecutive seasons.
And meanwhile, the Buccaneers are back in the Super Bowl. Of course, they won it last year behind Tom Brady, but now, Charles, this group looks to get it done without TB12 under center.
But think about the confidence this team gained last year in their run to the title. Remember, they won 3 road games to get there. Yes, they won the Super Bowl in their home stadium, but 3 straight wins on the road in order to make it happen. Give them a ton of credit. They galvanized, and now they're ready to go for it again.
The Chiefs offense now ready to go to work for the first time, led by Patrick Mahomes, the 2018 NFL Most Valuable Player.
And he's been sensational all season long, but he saved his best work for the playoffs, leading his guys to the AFC Championship a couple of weeks ago. And now he knows what lies ahead. He's going to need to play a near-perfect 4 quarters of football to get his guys to the finish line.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill, and he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And right away he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Time to see with this Tampa Bay.
Tremendous game in the NFC Championship round 2 weeks ago. This has been a team all season long that's really taken their identity from their quarterback, and he's been very vocal in the days leading up to this game that he believes that this is their time, and he's going to do all he can to will them to a Super Bowl win.
A nice run there by Jones on first down as he'll wind up getting about 5, so 2nd and 5 coming up. For these Bucs, Charles, 31-9, they were winners the last time these two teams met back in February. And what kind of chances do you give them of going back-to-back? You know, it hasn't been done since the Super Bowls in 2004 and 2005.
Well, when you analyze this team, you start with the front office. It's the same GM. The head coach and his staff essentially the same. They brought back all 22 starters from last year's Super Bowl championship team. And oh yeah, there was a certain Mr. Brady who won both of those titles in 2004, 2005 as the starting quarterback there. He's back as the quarterback here. I like their chances.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now a first carry from Giovanni Bernard. Oh, good move. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. But Charles, you think about these two teams, and think about how long it's been since we've had the same two teams play in the Super Bowl back-to-back years. You have to go back to the Cowboys and Bills almost 30 years ago in the 90s. That's the only time that it's happened in the Super Bowl era. So I'm curious, what kind of chances do you see us having a Kansas City-Tampa Bay Super Bowl in L.A. come February?
Well, you just pointed out how difficult it is for one team to get back to the Super Bowl. The same two teams to play against each other. So the odds are against them, but when we tell either one of these teams they can't get back there, we think they're 2 of the best in the league. It shouldn't surprise us if it happens, but it is going against historical precedent. But remember last year, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they won the Super Bowl in their own stadium. The only time that's happened in Super Bowl history, too.
And Evans calls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. The first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that. And the Bucs are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. They took a pretty big risk right there, going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it first down. Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, fourth down, they went for it.
Extra point put through by Succop, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Nicole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's 2nd down. To throw, it's Brady. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Evans once again the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Throwing now is Brady. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there. And now it's 4th down. Succop's kick is good. And that will make it 10-0 here in the first. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
And that should serve as a big warning to this defense. They know now that they have to stick close to these receivers because they have the ability to break games wide open after the catch. And that one wound up in the end zone. And
the next-gen stats show us the tale of how much yardage he was able to tack on after the catch. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Jadon Mickens now from his end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. return. They'll start back around the 17. The Bucs ready to take over once again. Yeah, they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And running with power here. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Then he'll give it here to his running back. Oh, able to avoid him. Shavarius Ward in on the tackle. Now the ball out there, the defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Brady now to throw. To Evans on the slant. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Brady to Evans that time. First down, Tampa.
All quarterbacks are better when they have clean pockets to throw from. But you give one to Tom Brady, he'll decimate a defense. A really nice job there by his offensive line, giving him the protection to survey the field and make a nice, accurate throw.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It's only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense and Clyde Edwards-Helaire getting the ball back here. You can count his carries on one finger. They've only given him the rock one time, Charles. What gives?
So we can't draw any conclusions just yet. He has to touch the ball multiple times in order to get into a rhythm and have a chance to have success. You know who else gets into a rhythm? The offensive line. They feel better about what they're doing.
Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. They were forced to punt last time. Now I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
That throw by Brady incomplete. Giovanni Bernard, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And that'll bring up second down. Here's Brady to throw. Going to air it out deep for Gronkowski. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Gronkowski again, he was the intended target, and it's third down. Now Brady. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be fourth down. And that will wind up just short. He had it online. It ran out of gas at the end. And this score will stay right where it is. Our eyes shift to the defense of the Buccaneers now. And so far, their game plan, whatever it's been on this side of the football, working pretty well.
And I like where you went there, the game plan. You know that they spent all week watching tape, evaluating, putting together that game plan that they thought would be effective. But there's nothing like seeing it actually work on game day. What we're seeing here, wow, what a performance by them so far.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? And they'll let that play, the completed pass, stand as they decline the penalty.
So do you get the sense they like their defense?
Yeah, they wanted that next down to come up.
Yeah, they weren't worried about the yardage there at all. Just what you said. Let the downs trickle away.
The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Following the fumble recovery, Brady. This is caught by Antonio Brown. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Now Brady. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And that will be into their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. To throw on 2nd and 10. Brady. There goes a deep ball. End zone. Godwin's got it. Touchdown Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin as the first half is winding down. And the Buccaneers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Suck up for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. So that drive, 4 plays, and it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Well, indeed, trying to run it out as they start on the ground. And, oh, my goodness, he loses it again. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It's something we've said a million times, but we were treated to a fine performance in the first half from Tom Brady. First up, though, let's take a look at the next-gen stats from the first half for the Bucs. And there were a few factors as to why they built this good size advantage, but the rushing numbers were not all that amazing. We'll see if they can pick it up in the second half. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football, and they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break. These two teams have had plenty of extra time to make their final adjustments, but time's just about up. The final half of the NFL season is upon us. So let's get it back out to our Super Bowl broadcast team. Here's Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in the Super Bowl. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start the third quarter. And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now, because the first half certainly went their way. And I would expect them to continue with that type of a game plan. But you're right. You do think back to Super Bowl 54. 49ers had a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter, couldn't hold on. So plenty can still happen.
The second half starts with a carry by Jones. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On the draw, here's Bernard. Oh, a heck of a move. And this is going to be a Bucs first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one, and he earns him a fresh second down.
They certainly have to get a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Brady. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. They were trying to go to Brown once again, and now it's 2nd down. Now Brady. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Brady. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Nice job by Ron Thornhill there to get a hand in and break up the play.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. So a definite surprise there. They try the fake punt, but This time it's going to blow up in their face, CD.
Yeah, it certainly has. And look, I understand what they're trying to do. They're trailing right now, probably trying to generate some momentum. But that felt like one of those go-for-broke type of a plays in a situation.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelce, 39 yards. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Butker now to add the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this up.
Shedding the tackle that gives him some room. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 52 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
On 1st down, Bernard. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football. One constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. Evans has got the 1st down and then some. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. They'll run on 1st down. Bernard shreds the tackle, and they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, his 2nd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Bucs are starting to pull away in the 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point try now for Succop. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. Touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. KC's offense ready to take over. And we're at the time in this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. There on the coverage, knocking that one away was Mike Edwards. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Mahomes. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And again, it's Mahomes. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That one good for 37 yards. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down. So let's sort this out. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Mecole Hardman the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal. Here's Mahomes. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Carlton Davis picks it, and the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line.
People constantly make the joke about defensive backs being wide receivers that can't catch, but Carlton Davis puts a lie to that theory, snags that one, and he's not a guy who gets a lot of publicity, but a big part of the Bucs' run to the Super Bowl title last year. A former second-round pick out of Auburn in 2018, he led the Buccaneers with 4 interceptions.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll go again to Jones, but no help there as they'll get to him at the 5. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Brady to throw. And that is incomplete. The Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, there defensively to make the play.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Hardman on the... Now on the return. Oh, no, the ball is loose. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers.
All right, zero rooting interest in it, but that would hurt.
Well, yeah, you're losing in the 4th quarter. A bad time for a fumble on a punt return.
They had an opportunity. All right, they were sensing. They're down on the scoreboard, and now they just gave that one up.
Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. So Max Quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Here's Jones again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It's a pickup of 5, and that should just about wrap this one up.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've run the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Time for this one final knee to put a bow on this title bout. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers have won the Super Bowl, and they will hoist the Lombardi Trophy to cap an amazing season. And they're remarkable.
Cheering, the collective happiness makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them, a fantastic season.